What is up, gamers and gearheads? Brittality here, braving the chainsaw and rocking the mic to bring you my top 5 changes, additions, improvements from Gears of War 1 to the new Gears of War Ultimate. Now yes, the graphics have changed and those are great, but we're not going to talk about those. That's really obvious. We're going to talk about things that have improved the overall player experience. So let's get into the action. Go Grease Lightning.
First thing we're going to talk about is matchmaking. Back in the golden years of Gears of War 1, you actually had to sync up with your friends and say, in ranked, search this map and this number of rounds, ready, go. It was super annoying, especially if you didn't get in the same room or get on the same team in ranked matches. Not to mention, there was no party system on Xbox Live at the time, so you basically had to play the telephone game if there were a group of you. Now this glorious matchmaking feature that most of us take for granted has saved us Gears players a lot of time. Something else that saved competitive players a lot of time is the new Ready Up feature. In Gears 1, your spawn was dependent on what order your team entered the room. Power weapon players needed to be in the front spawns in order to capitalize on retrieving these much needed weapons first. But now you can determine your spawns by the order in which you ready up. Oh my gosh, so simple, but super useful new feature. Speaking of new features, I am the queen of transitions. The Coalition has now allowed Gears players who compete in private matches to determine more aspects of the game. This includes the norms like friendly fire and time limits, of course, but now includes things like the ability to toggle on and off active reloads. I really appreciate the addition of small features that were introduced in Gears of War 3 coming to Gears of War Ultimate, like marking and being able to change your weapons while roadie running. These come in super handy, especially for me because I use both of these very frequently. The last one I got is Spectator Mode. This is a big one for both online and LAN competitive players. No Spectator Mode was available in Gears of War 1. If you were playing on an online tournament, an extra player, aka the commentator, would join. Before players could even begin the round, the spectator had to be killed through friendly fire. I know this is really archaic. But LAN tournaments were very expensive in order to spectate play, and I'm sure a lot of others can tell you more than I know about this aspect of it. Each player had to have their Xbox routed to the main control center in order to see what they were doing. Otherwise, if money was not readily available, only 1 or 2 players on a 4-man team can be spectated at a time, so that was really crappy. Then we relied on their death cams to see what other players were doing. It was a true nightmare. But now, thank Barrett and Boom Shots, we have the ability to spectate matches. And according to devs, you will not have the ability to ghost cam like you can in Gears of War 3. You will have to spectate players themselves and use the security cams just like the players do. However, I'm not complaining. So I've got some honorable mentions for you guys. The first one, the mute button. Oh my goodness, thank God for that. Second one, Kim's new buff look. Whoa, Kim, you changed in a great way. This makes you look awesome. And then I want to honor the sickness I will have on Gears Ultimate release day. That will be too bad for me to be able to go to work.
So those were my top 5 updates. Do you guys have a top 5? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please leave a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you're new here, hey, why don't you go ahead and join the awesomeness and subscribe. I'd love to see more of you around here. Thank you, Gears, so much for watching. We will see you Thursday on a new segment that I'll be doing or trying out here on my channel. We'll see how it goes. I really enjoyed it, and you'll see why. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week. We will see you next time. That was really creepy. Sorry about that.